Typical flow of a procurement. Once I have a work which I want to get from outside after making make or buy decision, I refer to my procurement management plan to understand how should I go about it. My procurement management plan probably will tell me that you need to prepare a request for proposal which can be sent to different vendors. So I as a project manager look at my project document, look at my project scope statement, WBS dictionary. I will prepare a statement of work in the form which included in the request for proposal, because other than work I may have some quality requirement, compliance requirement also, which I will put together and I will form a request for proposal. Now this request for proposal has to be sent to different vendors, yeah, and so that vendor can propose me the solution and I can find out the right one. Now I need to find those prospective vendors. I probably ask my procurement group or my organization process asset to see if we have done such kind of work with someone else before. That could be a list available. I can choose some of the vendors and ask them if they have a solution for my work. If the experience is not there, I may need to search and find out new possible vendors who can solve this problem. I locate those vendors and send my request for proposal to these vendors, assuming I figured out 3 vendors and I send this to 3 vendors. Now these vendors may have questions. I will clarify them. I will also give a particular date that by this date you need to submit your proposal because I need to make a decision. After clarifying, and they may do their internal research, they will come up with the proposals. So each vendor will submit a proposal to us, and in that proposal they will talk about their solution, their approach of solving our problem. They will talk about their terms and condition which will be good enough for them to satisfy our need. So we have these 3 proposals. Now we need to evaluate these 3 proposals. Again, I go to my procurement management plan to understand what are the source selection criteria. So like, should we look into technical quality, financial quality of those things? So I will list down those source selection criteria. I will work with respective subject matter experts to get the ranking against these criteria for a different proposals, and we will find out which proposal is suitable for us. So we select a particular proposal and particular contract using multiple criteria. Once we have a selected vendor, then me and my procurement team will work with that particular vendor more closely to define the contract. Contract will include all the terms and conditions which will help us in clarifying the responsibilities of buyer and seller. I will define my deliverable more clearly in the contract. We will also talk about payment term. We will also talk about things like how do we change in the contract if we want to do it. Once we have a signed contract, later on I will be using contract to work with my vendor. So this is typically a flow of procurement when we are thinking about PMP exam.